Hello friends. If we want to succeed, we need to double the rate of failure. Sounds very strange, isn't it? If we look at the history, behind all success, there has been several failures. Unfortunately, we are not looking at what their failures were. We see one side of the picture and decide they have been successful and they have been lucky. We even go to the extent of saying, these guys have been in the right place at the right time. It's a very normal quote that we all have spoken of and we have all heard as well. A young boy, age 4, he is half deaf and he has got a single parent, mother alone. One day when he returns from his school, he has got a small note in his trousers. It reads, "Your son Thomas is so stupid, he cannot be learnt any lesson. Please take him away from the school." Looking at this, if we put ourselves in the situation, we'll really feel annoyed. Instead, the mother decided, okay, if you cannot teach my Thomas, I will do it myself. She single-handedly took up the responsibility of teaching this guy. Yes, Thomas Edison only had 3 months of formal education. That's not what I wanted to convey here. He invented a lot of things. And he was the first to set up an industrial research lab. And at the age of 67, there was a huge fire which just engulfed whatever he had in this lab. And right before his eyes, he saw all his experiments, research, everything just light up in flames. You know what happened? The way he responded to that? Wow, all our mistakes have been burnt now. We can start all over again. That is called attitude. At the age of 65, Colonel Saunders, he was standing outside his house with just $100 bill, which was his last completion of service, and his broken car. He decided to sell what his mother had as a secret recipe and make some living. Yes, KFC I'm talking about. All these people had several failures before they could see success. And at what age? 67, 65. There are several such people in the history. In fact, they say Colonel Saunders would have knocked the doors of at least 1,000 people or 1,000 doors before he could do his first successful selling. And Edison had at least 10,000 failures before he could come up with the first light bulb. They all succeeded in spite of problems, not in the absence of problems. This is called persistence. And this is called falling forward, not backward. We should learn to move on, Imagine a movie where the hero is very educated and he goes to work and he marries his boss's daughter. There was no problem, everything went smooth and they settle down in life. Will this movie ever be successful? Have we seen any such movie? Movie has to have a villain. These kind of obstacles are the villain in life. We should know how to surpass them and how to surmount them and go past them. That's what is life. That's where the success lies. There was this young man, the cartoonist, and nobody accepted him, nobody gave him a job. He was trying hard to find his cartoons in the newspaper. Nope, nothing happened. And finally, one minister from a church gave him a space for drawing a cartoon. But there was no place for him to stay and do the cartoon. He stayed in a shed and he saw a small mouse there, which he wanted to draw as a cartoon. That's what finally became the famous Mickey Mouse. Setbacks are inevitable in life. They teach us how to move forward and we need to learn certain things from them. If we have doubt and fear, they are just going to short circuit our mind. We will not be able to do anything after that. From every setback, ask yourself, what is the lesson learned from this? That is where we start progress. Success is not measured by the position we reach. Rather, it is assessed by the number, how many obstacles we have had in our life and how we have overcome them. Obstacle is not a defeat and failure is not a defeat. Defeat is not a detour, and that is the second virtue of primary greatness called persistence.